Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome to another unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Callie and Marie amiibo alongside of the Pearl and Marina amiibo that were just released for Splatoon 3. These figures came out for the final set of events here for Splatoon 3, and these specific figures were released on September 5th, 2024. Both of these figure sets are based off of the outfits that both sets of hosts wear inside of Splatoon 3. Specifically, Callie and Marie are rocking their outfits from the Alterna storyline of Splatoon 3, and Pearl and Marina are rocking their outfits from the Side Order DLC featured in the said game. So these should be the final set of amiibo released for Splatoon 3, so how about without any further ado, let's take a look at these figures up close. So first off, let's take a look at the host that started it all, Callie and Marie. These two here are figures that, honestly, in my opinion, look really faithful to their old design of Splatoon 1 with the classic stay fresh pose, but also a nice modern take on how both of these two look, featured in Splatoon 3 itself. So we can see it says Alterna right here next to their names on the said box, signifying that these two are from the storyline of Splatoon 3. If we take a look at the back of the box here, we just kind of stopped doing stuff on the back of amiibo boxes, so this just exists. Very big shame, because amiibo boxes in the past had a lot more information on the back saying what the figures do, but this time around we don't know what these two do until we scan them into the game, which is a little disappointing. But let's go ahead and take these two out of their said box and take a look at them up close and personal. So I'm gonna just take these corners, lift them straight up so you can get your hand inside just like so. Not the easiest to do while being on camera, but hey, it is what it is. And I don't really care about destroying the packaging all too much here, because I really just want to get these set figures, not necessarily keep the package all in one shape. So, got one here freed first. There's Marie. Now let's go ahead and get Callie. And there you go. Simple as just unfolding some plastic pieces. And that is it for the Callie and Marie set here. So let's go ahead and take a look at these figures up close and personal. Okay, now that Callie and Marie are out of their amiibo box, let's take a look at these two individually. So first things first, let's take a look at Callie here. So this figure is rocking her newer design here in Splatoon 3, and we can see right off the bat she's rocking her classic stay fresh pose. Flip her around here on the back, and we can see this strap here, which is supposed to be for her bag that she wears in the Alterna storyline of Splatoon 3. Presumably, this is where she keeps her stuff that she'll give Agent 3 from time to time in the story. Like, she'll give you some points, for example, to spend on your loadout. So, it's a nice little design, although it looks a little weird when it's just the said strap. But I do have the original Splatoon 1 version of Callie here to compare. So, if we take a look at Callie up close and personal, we can see that the pose is basically the exact same between the new and the old version, but obviously the outfit's different, since this here is her dress that she wore in Splatoon 1, so this version of Callie is different. Same for the ink color now being pink with the original, compared to the new version rocking yellow ink, and that same thing goes for Marie. When we take a look at these two up close just like so, we can see the pose is slightly changed, but it is the same idea of stay fresh with the hands just going straight up and pointing downwards. But other than that, it's a very nice refresh of the Callie design, in my opinion. But that's the first of these said two hosts. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other one here. This is Marie. This time around, she's wearing her coat that she was wearing from Splatoon 2, although it's a updated look for the said coat. Once again, rocking that stay fresh pose with her hands slightly out. But she also has this umbrella. As in Splatoon 2, she was hiding herself in Nicopolis Square with this said umbrella and is returned in Splatoon 3 with a more updated design. She's rocking that yellow ink on the backing, same for her hair color, and also some of the design on the said figure itself is also rocking that yellow ink color. It's a very nice looking figure. But if we compare this said figure to her original design from Splatoon 1, we can see that, yeah, there's a lot here that changed over the years because, well, for one, her Splatoon 1 design just has her posing with the Stay Fresh pose, no umbrella to be found. She's in green ink here, while she has yellow ink for the Splatoon 3 design. Not to mention, obviously, the outfit here being her dress that she wears in Splatoon 1. So you get that nice glittery dress here you can see, but that is different here with the Splatoon 3 figure as she's wearing her outfit from the story mode in this said game. But it's a very nice looking figure, and I do kind of prefer the newer design here of Marie ever so slightly, mainly because of the umbrella itself. This umbrella is very, very well detailed, and it's a very nice look as a whole. So, in my opinion, I think the refreshed design here of Marie is slightly better than her original counterpart, and that's not to say that the Splatoon 1 version here is bad by any means. It's just there's a lot more detail with her newer design here for Splatoon 3. But that was both Callie and Marie, so now that we took a look at the new designs here for the Squid Sisters, let's go ahead and change over to another set of hosts, this time around from Splatoon 2. Y'all know what time it is? It's Off the Hook, starring Pearl and Marina. This here is the Pearl Marina set released for Splatoon 3. These two were featured in the Side Order DLC that came out earlier in 2024, and both of these hosts are rocking brand new outfits for their Splatoon 3 debut. So let's go ahead and take a look at these two, shall we? So right away we can see the names here. They prove what I was saying earlier. These two are from Side Order from Splatoon 3. It's a piece of DLC that you had to buy separate from Splatoon 3, so you may or may not have seen these two in Splatoon 3 yourself if you have not purchased the Splatoon 3 expansion pass set of DLC, as that is how you get access to Side Order. But we can see here these two look very stylish here on the box art, very, very expressive. We go to the back. My disappointment is immeasurable because there is no art. It's just generic Amiibo. That's it. Bring back Amiibo art. Come on, this is boring. There's nothing here. Well, at least we have the cool art on the front of the package here to admire, which is very, very detailed. But now let's get these two out of their box and take a look at these figures individually, just like we did with the Squid Sisters. Just like before, we're gonna just open up a seam here, get our finger inside and rub it across to a point where the entire package now unfolds. Take it out, and now with the Amiibo separate, we can go ahead and undo the plastic clamps here that hold these Amiibos in. And there you go. You gotta use a good amount of force sometimes to get these clamps undone. But once you do so, now we have the said figures out of their packaging. So now with the Pearl and Marina Amiibo out of their box, let's go ahead and take a look at these two hosts up close. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the two hosts here from Off the Hook from Splatoon 2. So first things first, let's take a look at Pearl, as she jumps out the most to me, which makes sense because Pearl is definitely the most bombastic character from all the different hosts in Splatoon 3. She really likes to make herself known, but you can see why, because her outfit is very stylish. She's rocking that gold ink, which is very, very different. Flip it around here to the back, and we can see that ink going all the way up to the back of her jacket. And as a whole, I really like how this Amiibo looks. It's very detailed. You can even see on the inside of her clothes here, all of this is all individually detailed. If I can get up close even further, which is really hard to do, you can see each and every single groove here on these said pieces of fabric are all individual grooves. You can actually rub your finger across and feel a physical difference. You can even see on her jacket all the different details here. And it's just such a well-designed amiibo. She looks fantastic here in her side order outfit. But just like with the Squid Sisters, I do have the original versions of these amiibo to look at side by side. So this is the Splatoon 2 version of Pearl, and as you can see, there's a big glow up between her Splatoon 2 amiibo and her Splatoon 3 amiibo. It is a big difference in detail, and not to say that the original is bad by any means, but that glow up in comparison from our 2 design to the 3 design is massive. I really like how this 3 design here from side order specifically changed up the figure, because this is looking really, really good. One of my favorite designs so far from the Splatoon set of amiibo. But now let's go ahead and take a look at the other host here. This is Marina, and just like with Pearl, she has a very flashy looking amiibo here with silver ink. And this is very interesting to note because in the final Splatfest in Splatoon 2 with both Pearl and Marina, they hosted 2 different teams, and their ink colors respectively was with Pearl being on Team Chaos, this was gold ink, and with Marina being on Team Order, this was silver ink for the said color. So these amiibo are actually representing their final Splatfest colors from Splatoon 2, which is a very nice little detail that can be easily just gone unnoticed. But looking back at the Marina amiibo here, we can see once again she's rocking her newer design here from Splatoon 3. Brand new outfit, very detailed. We can even see in the hair there's a lot more glitter on her said hair, so it really does stand out. The outfit as a whole is very stylish, and just in general, the amiibo has a lot of detail to it, just like always here with these Splatoon sets. And let's go ahead real quick and take a look at her Splatoon 2 amiibo here, just to see the difference. And just like with the Pearl amiibo, the Marina one here from 2 to 3, pretty big difference in detail as a whole. While the outfit is the big difference, obviously, since there's a design change between 2 to 3, her Splatoon 3 version just emits so much more of her personality than the Splatoon 2 version, which, mind you, you can see it in the face. It's a very similar expression to what she has in her Splatoon 3 variant here, so they're very similar on that regard. But it's just in general, how the amiibo are posed, you can see that pretty big difference on just some of the expression. Not to mention just in general, I just really like her outfit here for Splatoon 3. This is a very nice looking amiibo, and just like with the Pearl one, this is probably one of my favorite amiibos that were released in recent times here from the Splatoon set, because it's very, very detailed. But now that we've taken a look at each one of these amiibos individually, I want to do one more thing to cap off this unboxing, as the amiibo boxes don't really do a great job at telling you any information about these amiibo outside of what series they're from. And just like with all the other Splatoon amiibo, these specific figures do gain you access to certain pieces of gear in Splatoon 3. So let's go ahead and jump over into the world of Splatsville, scan all these amiibo into the game, and see what pieces of gear these amiibos unlock in the game. Alright, so we're here in the world of Splatoon 3 to scan our amiibos that we unboxed earlier. And as you can see here in the game, I'm recording this before all of the big events happened in Splatoon 3 here in September 2024. So this is right before the final big run happened, along with the Grand Festival. So hopefully you at home had a chance to play these set events when they happened in the game. But for now though, we're not talking about all these big events for Grand Festival and Splatoon. We're here to scan some amiibo. And as you can see on my desk here, I got the Callie and Marie along with the Pearl Marina amiibo from earlier. I got my controller ready to go, so let's go ahead and jump into Splatsville here and scan these 4 amiibo into the game to see what they will give us in terms of gear. So, we don't care about the news, going to be skipping that because we're just focusing on the set amiibo, and right behind us here, past all of these different flags for the Grand Festival, this is where we will be scanning our amiibo. So, let's go ahead and start things off by scanning in Callie from Splatoon 1. So first things first, we must register the set amiibo and give it a nickname, just like always with amiibo. So I'm gonna go ahead, pick a me here, and now for the said name, I'm just gonna call our amiibo Callie here, as that's just gonna make things pretty simple. So that's the name we're going with. So now let's go ahead, take our amiibo here, scan it on the said controller one more time, and register this said amiibo into the game. There you go. Registration is now complete. So now we must tap the amiibo one more time to scan it into Splatoon. Everyone gets along in Splatsville. Inklings, Octolings, it's the best. Anyway, hello. I'm Callie from the Squid Sisters, the one without any gray hair. Hey, you seem pretty fresh. And like some things, I bet you get fresher over time. Look, this isn't just because I view you as a potential rival, but I kind of want to keep tabs on you. Want me to memorize your control settings and favorite gear? I can totally keep track of your freshest fits too. That way, you can put them on quickly from the equip menu. Think of it as me being a super fan of you, instead of the reverse. Although, you better be a super fan of me too. Well, I'll agree to these said terms. I mean, I don't mind being a fan of you. I was Team Callie after all. Go Team Callie. Even though we lost, I'm still a big super fan. So let's go ahead and register this said amiibo into the game and complete this transaction. Oh yeah, I've got something for you. No big deal. I have stuff like this just lying around. So we get ourselves the survival foot wrap replicas. So it's a pair of shoes that Callie must wear throughout her adventure. Heat splatting, and I have more stuff for you soon. Stay fresh. What do you want to know? I'll spill the juicy deets. So just like other amiibo, you gotta play Splatoon for a while so that this amiibo will start unlocking more of the gear. So on screen now is a list of the remaining set of gear you can get from the Callie Alterna version of this set amiibo inside of Splatoon 3. Keep in mind, this amiibo will work also in Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 as a standard Callie amiibo, so you can still get all the said perks from those games if you use this amiibo in that game as well. But that's it for Callie, so go ahead and get out of here. And next thing, let's go ahead and scan another amiibo. So now that we're done with Callie, let's go ahead and scan our next one here. Let's take a look at Marie. So just like before, we must register the said amiibo, so let's go ahead and do so. So I'm just gonna call her Marie, just like with the other figure. Makes it easier just to call her her actual name. So let's go ahead and scan the figure into the game, register it, and then one more time, tap it onto the controller to register it to Splatoon 3 itself. Is it just me, or are the locals and the temperatures in Splatsville both fired up? It's a real hotspot. Anyway, what's up? I'm Marie from the Squid Sisters. Whoa, you're the one who's throwing off fresh vibes? I can see it. Listen, since I'm already here, I got a proposal for you. You got talent with a capital T, and that means you need an agent. What do agents do? More like, what don't agents do? I'll look out for you, plus memorize your fave gear and how you like your controls. Oh, I'll be your personal wardrobe manager too. Your freshest fits are just a click away in the equip menu. Ready to sign your life away? Joking. It's an agent joke. We like to laugh. I hope it's a joke. I'll agree as long as I actually get to keep my life. So let's go ahead, take our Marie amiibo here from before, and write that said data into the game. If the amiibo wants to scan on my controller, that is. Eventually, amiibo scanning is very finicky on these Switch controllers. Alright, first things first, your signing bonus. So we get ourselves the Captain's flip-flop replicas. Looks like a piece of gear from the old Agent 3, which is now the captain of the new Squid Splatoon. Keep up the battling, and maybe I'll keep up the gift giving. Maybe. So what's going on? Is there something I can help you with? Yeah, preferably unlocking the rest of your said gear, but I know that's going to take a little bit of time, so on screen now is the rest of the gear that you will unlock with the Marie Alterna version here in the said game. And it's nice to see that the Callie version, you get hero-specific gear, but the Marie version, you get the captain gear. So you get both different sets of the clothing used in the Alterna storyline, which is a nice touch. And just like with Callie, Marie can be used in both Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 as a Marie amiibo, so keep this in mind if you're going to use her in other games as well. But that's it for Marie, so let's go ahead and scan our next amiibo here. So next up, we got ourselves the set here from Splatoon 2. So let's go ahead and start off here with Pearl from Off the Hook. So, gotta go ahead and register her, just like always. So let's go ahead and pick a me, the name. Gonna call her Pearl, just like with the other two. Makes things easy. And let's scan the amiibo here to register that said owner data. And one last time, scan the amiibo into Splatoon 3 itself. Splatsville has the chaotic vibe that I'm way into. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. What's good? I'm Pearl from Off the Hook, aka Mick Princess. Look at you! Flawless style. I'm all about that freshness. Once you get enough battles under your belt, you'll be unstoppable. Hey, made my mind up. I'm gonna be your personal hype squid. Need to load up your preferred gear and camera options? I gotcha. Oh, and keep your freshest fits ready to go at any time. Then you can swap your setup in the equip screen any flippin' time. You feel me? Oh, I feel that energy. Let's go ahead and do it. So, let's scan Pearl in to complete this agreement. Ah, yeah! I got a little something. And what she has for us are World Tour boots. Ooh, interesting. We get some gear that was used for the said World Tour that Pearl and Marina took place in after the events of Splatoon 2. Check back later, alright? I'll find even more fun stuff to give you. So what's up? You need something? Well, preferably the rest of that World Tour amiibo gear, but that's gonna take me a little bit of time to get it. So on screen now is a list of the remaining gear you can get from the Pearl side order amiibo here in Splatoon 3. And just like with the Callie Marie amiibos from earlier, Pearl can be used in Splatoon 2 as a Pearl amiibo to unlock the said pieces of gear from that game using a Pearl amiibo. So, just like with the other two, this amiibo is backwards compatible as well with other games in the said franchise. But that is the Pearl amiibo, so we got one more amiibo left here in the lineup. So, let's go ahead and grab ourselves that last amiibo here in the pile, which is Marina. So let's go ahead and scan her into the game. And just like before, let's go ahead and register that said amiibo, give her a me, give her a name. And just like that, we're good to go. So let's go ahead, scan this said amiibo onto our controller to register it, and now scan it into Splatoon 3 itself. being in this city reminds me when we played the Splatlands. Oh, but I haven't even said who I am yet. I'm Marina. You might know me as DJ Hyperfresh from Off the Hook. Oh, look at you, serving funky freshness. Want to be friends? I definitely do. I can remember your favorite gear and comfiest camera options. And I'll keep track of your freshest fits too, of course. Just call on me to quickly swap your setup in the equip screen. How's that sound for you? That sounds great to me, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's take that Amiibo one more time, scan it into the game, and get our gear. If Amiibo scan. This better be easier in the next system. A different Amiibo? This is the same Amiibo! It's not like she's changed out to her Splatoon 2 variant in the 0.2 seconds I lifted us off the controller. I love when the game gets confused, so guess what you get to do again? You get to hear that whole speech again. My favorite. Oh, man. The Amiibo's been damaged. I didn't do anything. I love Amiibo. They work flawlessly on these systems. I swear, they got way worse to scan going from the Wii U 3DS era to the Switch. It's just so bad. There, my data has been restored, even though I didn't do anything to corrupt it. So let's just go ahead and read the Amiibo again, go through all that dialogue again, and this time hopefully not corrupt the data halfway through. Since we already read all the said data, we're just gonna... Oh, okay, apparently we just got the thing in 0.5 seconds. Woo, okay, couldn't read that. So she did agree with what we said, and we got ourselves something in the blink of an eye. So we're gonna have to slow that footage down to see exactly what we just got. So the piece of gear that we just got from Marina after that weird corruption issue was the World Tour heels. So we got ourselves the pair of heels here that Marina's wearing. So you kind of have an idea what all the gear is for this set Amiibo. But on screen now is the rest of the gear here from the Marina side order Amiibo here in Splatoon 3. So just like with Pearl, we get the outfit that she's wearing here in her Amiibo itself for Splatoon. So we get her World Tour outfit. And just like with Pearl, Marina can be used in Splatoon 2 as well to unlock all the gear from that game. So she's also backwards compatible with the previous title here in this said franchise. But that is it for all 4 of these said Amiibo. And that's all the gear that you get from scanning these 4 Amiibo into Splatoon 3. So if I had to say which one of these was my favorite of the 4 different Amiibo in the set, I think I would give it to Pearl. So just taking a look at her one more time, in my opinion, I think that this Amiibo specifically just has the most flair to it and the most detail alongside of Marina here. So the side order specific variants of the Pearl Marina figures are very, very detailed, and there's just so much charm to these two. I just absolutely adore these two, especially given the little reference back to the final Splatfest in Splatoon 2 with both of their ink colors. This is just a really nice set of Amiibo. So if you had to get one of the 2 new sets here for Splatoon 3, I would pick the side order set for Pearl Marina, because I really like how these two look. That's not to say that the Callie and Marie Amiibo look bad. In fact, these two are also really nice design too. I especially love the umbrella here with the Marie Amiibo, because it's very well detailed. So I really like both of these set figures from the Alterna set here of Splatoon 3 for the Callie Marie figures. And I just think as a whole, all the new figures here that we got for Splatoon 3 are very nice looking as a whole. And I really do like having every single one of these Amiibo now in my said collection. So now I can get myself all the Amiibo gear inside Splatoon 3, start leveling that up and using it in any of my upcoming multiplayer matches. So that's pretty cool. Not to mention just having a plethora of these Amiibo to save your freshest fits and camera options too. It just makes things a lot easier if you're swapping between a whole bunch of different builds on the fly. I know I've personally done a lot covering all these different challenges over the past year or so here on this YouTube channel. I've used Amiibo to scan in freshest fits and save presets for these said challenges, which makes my life a lot easier. So one of the biggest advantages to these Amiibo is the fact that you can save your 5 freshest fit profiles to each individual figure, making your life a lot easier when you're juggling all of these different build options inside of Splatoon 3. But that is going to do it for this set unboxing video. It's a long one, but there's always a lot to talk about when it comes to these set of Splatoon amiibo, because you don't just get a cool little figure that gives you like some extra little things here and there. They give you a lot of world building with these figures, since they all have their own unique dialogue, and they also have their own unique set of gear or even other functionalities as well inside of these games. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I definitely enjoyed looking at all of these amiibos, and I'm glad to own the last set of Splatoon 3 amiibo, or at least what I would think is the last set of amiibo here for Splatoon 3, given now we're at the end of the 2 years worth of promised updates for the said game. So I don't expect any more amiibo to come out, and if this is the final set of amiibo we get for Splatoon 3, I think we ended the amiibo set here for Splatoon 3 on a high note. But that's gonna do it for today's video, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.